welcome to another podcast. I'm finally doing one after a couple of days rest. This is a 2001 dark comedy starring Scarlett Johansson and Dora Birch, Ghost World. Yeah, this is an hour and 51 minutes, so it's pretty long. So let's get started. I'm going to do this one because this is a different role for Scarlett before she got into the mainstream and did all the MCU movies and Jurassic World and all that. And this is Dora Birch after American Beauty. Mm-hmm. This is an independent movie. Stock footage. Ghost World. Asian. Yeah, Elena Douglas is in this movie too, and Steve Buscemi. David Cross. Yeah, not a lot of black people in this movie. It's very pro-white because it's an independently made movie. Kylo Ren. I know there's a Blu-ray that has special features, but I'll get it by next year if I can. It's just really pricey. Terry Zwigoff. I never heard of him, or Zwigoff. I never heard of this director. He's an independent director. Say something. See? Not a very diverse cast. This Dora Birch. She has glasses in this. Thank you for subscribing, Spencer. It's a speech. Yeah, you don't have a sense of humor, you got nothing. There's gorgeous Scarlett Johansson. Always beautiful and everything. See, there's some black girls, but they're in the background. This was a time where diversity was not forced in your face. Now it's in everything, whether we like it or not. Because it starts with Asians, stock footage, and from a movie from like the 60s or something. And it starts two white girls. I went to summer school twice. This movie clearly was not for everybody. But I like these two girls, so well, I love Scarlett Johansson and Thora Birch. I've liked her and stuff. You know, Hocus Pocus, she was good in that. All I Want for Christmas. I haven't seen Dungeons and Dragons, but I heard it was horrible. The 2000 film. Hello, John. Since this is a black comedy, I'll take this any over some black comedy you got in the last 5 years. Yes, because it's actually funny, and the cast is good, and it's not over 2 hours long like some movies today. Like The Housemaid ain't got nothing on this, because that movie's over 2 hours. Why? I don't know. Even though they look like college students. It's a well shot movie too. Some people just didn't get it, you know. It looks like a Kevin Smith movie. You know how Kevin Smith was in? Was that the guy in Gen 5? I think that's him. Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah, the one that was Godolkin in season 2 of Gen 5. It looks just like him. Because this was over 20 years ago. So it looks like him. It might be him. His name is Todd in this movie. So yeah, some of the dialogue here is very. It sounds like Diablo Cody. That's what it sounds like. Who wrote this movie? You got uh, Terry Zwigoff and Daniel Klaus. I never heard of him either. This won an Oscar. Got an Oscar nomination for best adapted screenplay. I guess this is based on a book or something. She's cute. She's like Velma. Because I haven't done a movie like this since Paperman, which I did a few weeks ago. Because it was something different. She does drawings. I didn't graduate high school till 2004. At least I did. They're both Jewish, actually. Tapes, nobody uses tapes anymore. Because I get it. That's a stereotype. She has a Raptor shirt. This is before Lost in Translation, when Scarlett really, really struck a nerve with critics. She wasn't just beautiful; she can act. Look at those big juicy lips, man. A CRTV, and nobody uses those anymore. What? Yeah, the weirdest man in show business. Chew some gum. I think this actor died. Yeah, Brad Renfro. Yeah, he passed away. Not this year, just a long time ago. And that guy's a British guy. He's in Too Much. He was in the Really Loud House. He goes into a store without a shirt. He's not a Greek. He's not a Greek. He's Indian descent from England. He's not Greek. Guy's crazy. Renfro looked like an actor that had problems. Look at his face. It's like, I have problems with. I'm not gonna do drugs or get into alcohol. McDonald's, Rite Aid, which doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, you can't just blurt things out because some people take offense. There he is, freaking Steve Buscemi, man. Yeah, he was great in Wednesday in season 2. He has this voice like this. He's a great actor, man. He's like in his 60s now. He worked with Adam Sandler a lot, but no, he can act. Besides working with Adam Sandler, if you've seen Monster House or Boardwalk Empire, or like I said, and on Wednesday, brilliant, brilliant performance. We're lucky to still have him because we lost a lot of actors this year, man. A lot of acclaimed directors, actors, writers, all passed away. Some of them prematurely. No, I've seen Unbearable. I've seen comedies where I didn't even smile. Got a good soundtrack in the movie. It feels like an independent movie because there's no big special effects. It's mostly a white cast. It is great, man. I want to see Mojo in the MCU. He's a villain they haven't used yet. They used him in cartoons, but not in. I don't care how stupid he looks, Josh. MODOK looks stupid again because they rushed it. That doesn't mean every villain's gonna look stupid. I can give things a chance. I'm not afraid of my own shadow. God. What is this, Annabelle? Well, this was before Annabelle. This was before The Conjuring came out. What was that? Yeah, that could have been cut. Roberto Allsworth. Yeah, she is. Yelena Douglas. If you've seen the Cape Fear remake, she's in that. She gets her face ripped off, like her cheek bitten off or something. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. I saw the original Cape Fear. See, guys, I could be into. I can be. I could see independent movies too. It's not hard. And this beats any A24 movie that came out this year because it's not pretentious and it's self-important like Sinners. Oh, gasp! It's a vampire movie and a blaxploitation movie at the same time. I could see From Dusk Till Dawn for that, guys. And it's a shorter movie. It's not up its own anus like Sinners, where independently made movie with an actor playing two roles gets all this acclaim and wins all this box office. I like the cast, but you don't have to put. You don't have to be pretentious. No, sorry. Superman wasn't pretentious. It knew what it was, and it made a lot of money, and it was not so self-important. It was telling a great story with a character that we're related to, relatable. What's relatable about black vampires? Tell me about that. Except for Blade, tell me what's so self-important about that. Where it's a period piece From Dusk Till Dawn. Again, I can see From Dusk Till Dawn, guys. It's a better movie. Because it's like a crime thriller and then becomes a vampire movie, and it's a shorter movie. It's not 2 hours and 20 minutes. Besides, I don't like religious stuff in my movies. I don't. Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer. It's not for me. Your insignias are not for me. Okay. Psoriasis. I had psoriasis on my head. It's not. It's not deadly. It's just. And I like independent movies. Sinners was Warner Brothers. Yes, I know. But again, they made a movie, a period piece vampire movie, and call it "This is art." I'm like, I get it. I get it. I still think Michael B. Jordan should have just played one role, and another actor could have played his twin brother. I want to see Mojo, yeah, because Mojo you can use like what they did with that blob thing in Blade, or Jabba the Hutt in original Star Wars. Movies that are over 2 hours long that don't need to be that long are self-important. That they self-indulgent. They're like, we're making the most artistic long movie you've ever seen. Yeah, James Cameron, you're not. Only your CG animators are getting the Oscar. That comes out today. I'm not seeing it. Oh God, no. I'd rather see SpongeBob. At least that's short and not self-important. Like, this is the most important animated movie of the year. No, it's not. It's just a fun kids movie. But anyway, back to Ghost World. There's no ghosts in this movie. It's a metaphor. Soundtracks, yeah. Records. Country. Ugh. Some people collect vinyl records. I don't, because I don't have a. I haven't used a record player in years. I haven't even used a CD player in years either. I go to garage sales every year because I'm looking for films that are not so self-important. With some movies, I get it. Interstellar, it's gorgeous to look at. It's one of the best looking Nolan films I've ever seen in the big screen. I saw the space scenes. I'm like, God, this is so beautiful. It actually feels like you're in space. But I don't like self-important movies. Like that's what I felt like with the Jonas Brothers. They did that Christmas movie. I'm like, wow, this is such this is not a passion project. It's like so self-indulgent. Like they're making a music video vanity project. Thora Birch, she looks like an emo Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah. No, I don't like movies that are pretentious, Josh. It's not for me, okay? This is not one of them. It knows what it is. It's independently made, and it's for adults, not for kids. But when you get movies like Gravity or like any Tarantino movie, I'm like, they're so long. They think that they're making art. I'm like, you can make it shorter. Not everything that's shot well is art, guys. Sometimes it's pretentious. Look at that new Frankenstein movie. It looks good, but that's about all I can say about it. I can't say this is the most brilliant take on Frankenstein I've ever seen. No, go see the '30s version. That one is way better. It's a classic. You can't beat the classics. Remember that. Black people are self-important. Yeah, but the great creator is the guy that did Black Panther, and yet no Chadwick Boseman because he passed away. Instead, to get two Michael B. Jordans. Scarlett, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in cinema, blonde hair wise. Because some movies are just so self-important. I'm like, why? I'm not gonna see a 3-hour movie that's boring, like The Brutalist or something like that. It's too long. She's the Joker now? Yeah, she looks like the Joker now. Way better than Jared Leto. I'll say that. Why so serious? Yeah, because everything people think serious means Oscar worthy. No, it doesn't. Yep, she gonna turn into the Joker. And anything gay is not art either, guys. It's just pandering. It's like the LGB. They're loved by the critics and by the Oscars and the Golden Globes. Why? Because again, they're affiliated. There we go. Back to the plot. And her legs are amazing. Let me lie down because this movie's an hour and 50 minutes. I don't do stuff self-important. Look, I have movie posters on the wall. I have art on the wall. Look, I got art on the wall. But am I like so pretentious? No, I'm not. I haven't seen this in years, but it's a good movie. It's just a little long. I can what happened to Boseman. I know he died. It sucks, man. But he should have been in that movie. He did a period piece a few years before he died, and that didn't get an Oscar. Miles is gonna be art. Like look at the Spider-Verse movies. I get it. The art form, the animation, I get it, guys. But does it have to be over 2 hours? No. This is for kids. Make your movie shorter, people. Kids can't sit in the theater for over 2 hours. They get antsy and they start jumping around because they have ADHD like me. They can't sit through a movie that's a 2 hours and 40 minutes. Looney Tunes shorts were 7 minutes long and they were as artistic as you can get. Hand drawn, not CGI. And they were funny. That's why I watched them and they still make me laugh out loud. And some of them did win Oscars, so remember that, because animated shorts get Oscars every year. And you don't need to be 3 hours. Length does not equal important. Amber. Because some of the DC stuff, they're so self-important and long, and I'm like, why? I love the Batman, but it's too long. It could have been shorter. The Dark Knight, it's great, but it's too long. Rises, it's very flawed, but it's too being too long is one of them. It could have been 2 hours and 10 minutes. No, it's the Joker. If she painted her face. Comics, Josh. The building blocks of my nerd kingdom. I was a kid and I could handle length of a film. No, you can't, Josh. Trust me. And the length is most important. Yeah, but again, 3 hours is too long. Looney Tunes shorts, I've seen a few of them. A few, you should see every single one, even the bad ones, or at least were made by. Yeah, even this. Oh, that's right. That's there's some there's some anti-Semitic things in this movie, but again, it was written by somebody who gets it. Comics are important to me. See, and they're not so self-righteous that they have to be like 650 pages long. Short, short and sweet is where there's that. Because some movies insist on themselves and shows too. Because look at Dune Prophecy. That was nothing like the Denis Villeneuve movies. He makes art films. That's why he got an Oscar nomination. Well, his Dune got several technical Oscars, which it deserved. Because it's not up its own anus. Yeah, it's too long, the second one, but again, Denis Villeneuve's movies are amazing to look at. And they're not all over 3 hours. Puffin stuff. I remember that. If you saw the scene, you would think that she was the Joker. That movie was not pretentious. I enjoyed it. It's Joker done as an art film, like a Scorsese movie, but it's under 2 hours. That's good. It's called getting to the point. You don't have to be 3 hours to get to the point, guys. When you see Avatar, John, I know they're gonna say it's too long. Yeah, it is. 3 hours to tell a story that could have been done in two. Yeah. They're hard to find. No, they're not. Go on 2B. They have 200 of them. You'll find every short that you need to meet with ads. Like one ad. I don't have a lot of comics. I do. Some I'm gonna sell, and some I'm gonna keep. To get signed at a convention or something. My nerd kingdom is built on nostalgia, pop culture, and comics. Not money, and some celebrity appearances, and also what was it like what's gonna fill an algorithm. Thora Birch has the most pale legs I've seen, but she's nice. She's cute, man. She's a cutie pie. She's a woman now. I can say whatever I want. Here she was like a teenager because this was 2001. Because she was a kid in the 90s, early 90s. Yeah, there's too many to watch in one. Not in one day, Josh. I said like five a day or something. My nerd kingdom works very different. The acting in this is really good. I get it. You're emo. You're like Lucy Loud. I dwell on darkness. Sigh. But that's what makes her so funny. Not because she's cutting herself, because that would be wrong. They don't do that in the Loud House. But everybody expresses themselves in their own way. Joker didn't have autism. He had a mental disorder that made him laugh all the time. I don't have a mental disorder like that. I laugh because I think it's funny. Paramount. Well, Paramount didn't do this movie. Uh, MGM did. Art is subjective. I get it, but I don't think a 3 hour movie is art if unless it grabs me. Endgame, for instance, it's a very long movie, yes, but it's so well acted and so well shot and amazing effects, and it has good humor. People like, oh, stupid Thor got fat again. He got depressed after 5 years. You don't think I was depressed after 5 years of this pandemic? Yeah, it hit all of us. You're not emo, Josh. You just got some issue. I pretty much so Clyde, Miles, and a few other characters, but I'm very loved and great. Enid, Enid was the name of the girl in Wednesday, season 1 and 2. Tim Burton makes goth movies, gothic horror, and and such, and it works because he's good at that. He knows how to make dark characters interesting, whether he directed the movie or produced a movie. Batman, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, even Wednesday. Some episodes he directed are amazing. Emma Myers is cute. Yeah, I think she's adorable. Nothing against Dara Birch, but Emma Myers is on her way up. I'm not political. This is why I don't watch Terrence Malick movies because they're so self-indulgent. He's a director like, look how artsy my directing is. I get it, dude. I get it. You get good actors and you have beautifully shot films, but you gotta give me more. You gotta give me substance or some gorgeous woman to look at. Give me something, please. I thought that was Tom Kenny. No, it's not him. He was doing the SpongeBob movie. A video store. Never heard of it. Now you can find that movie on online. A video store. I miss these places. There's very few of them left. See now, back then they didn't have foreign films were they couldn't get Blockbuster, so they had to make another one. My area, we have a disc replay that sells old movies. Yeah, good. You should go there, Josh. In 2026, I go to thrift stores all the time. God, you're so gorgeous. These girls are so gorgeous, man. I go to the Alamo Draft House. If I get the money, I get to go to yeah. Because look, I did the original King Kong, and that's considered an art film because it's one of the best monster movies of that time. Because it was before Godzilla and before the Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. See, I can talk about old cinema and reminiscent of the classics, but I don't. I'm not self indulgent, guys. Look how I'm dressed. There's David Cross. 38 minutes into the movie, he's. Why did David Cross have white hair now? These guys want to look like they're 90. Not me. I hate white hair on my face. Old facial hair. I don't like it. I'm gonna shave it because I have some right here, but I'm not 90. I'm only middle age, but I'm good looking. See, I have some confidence. I don't want a woman to look at my white beard. I don't like white hair. James Gunn, he's white. He has white hair now. He's almost 60 now. No, she's not. You are so gorgeous. Ugh. Ugh. I know. I'm biased because I love Scarlett Johansson. She has this voice that you would not expect from a face like that. My God, her face was sculptured by artisans, man. If I see her, Josh, I might lose my mind. I might jump on the table and act like Tom Cruise. Because you don't know how a reaction can be for a certain actress or actor. I saw D. Bradley Baker on the floor, like crawling, like he was like a licker from Resident Evil 2. But Elizabeth Olsen, I didn't meet her. My sister did. But again, sometimes I'm gonna react strangely to some women because that's just how it is. I'll be like, you know, and it's a older man with a younger woman. It would be problematic if she was like underage, but she's not. Dora Birch wasn't 16 when this came out. She was like at least 19 or 20. Because she's older. She's like a year older than I am, or 2 years older than I am. And Scarlett is around my age because she just turned 41 in November, and now I'm gonna be the same age next year. You gorgeous creature. Chucho Ramondado. I don't know who that is. Memorabilia. It's old school. He's so good, man. He's so good. Yeah, Eternity would have done. That's probably going to get an Oscar nomination or Golden Globe because it's artsy. It's the Elizabeth Olsen. It's like a romantic drama, that a comedy with dramedy with her looking for the right man. I get it. You're cute. I wish, Thora. Yes, I like Raven hair. If they're real, yeah. Because I liked Forrest Gump. I thought it was a good movie. Great story, per- performances that were brilliant, shot well. It was a period piece, but it's too long, guys. You could have cut like half of it. It's over 2 hours, and I'm like, Ron Howard, please make your movie shorter, please. The Grinch was under 2 hours, and it's a wonderful movie. The Sidewinder Mini Mart. That's when Seven Up was a popular drink. It's still around now, but it's not as popular as it used to be. They barely do soda commercials for that. You remember it's Robert Zemeckis? Oh no, I thought it was Ron Howard. I'm sorry, wrong director. Yeah, no, Robert Zemeckis, but his movies need to be shorter too and less CG heavy. Zemeckis, Ron Howard. What's the difference? Potato, potato. Yeah, an adult film section. You know what that is? They used to have those back in the day. Now they don't because we have the internet. Home. I know. It's like a Spencer's now. Some people are weird.
Robert Zemeckis. Again, a Batgirl mask. He has an Apple computer. Now you can whip out your phone and do the same thing. Yeah, like I said, some of the dialogue is a bit cringier. She still looks better than Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl. Because Batgirl's a redhead, not a blonde. If you've seen the animated series or the '60s show season 3, red hair, not a blonde. Red, like Karen, red. That mask was pretty cool. We're 47 minutes in, so we're about a third of the movie is done already. It's a little long. Like, I think an hour and 51 minutes is long. It should have been an hour and 35 minutes. Some scenes are too long. Not that scene in the diner. I'm saying some other scenes. Not a little girl anymore. Again, you can't say that word now. Yeah, he was funny. I miss him a lot. Don Knotts. Ugh. Sometimes. Robert Zemeckis, yeah. Well, he did the Back to the Future films. That I know for sure. Controversial imagery. We got a lot of that this year, didn't we? We had a Captain America movie where the theaters were destroyed. There was a theater that collapsed. You had the chicken jockey thing in Minecraft. You had all this controversy with Sinners and the Warner Brothers getting sold. And half of those things in animated movies were controversial, like Elio and such. See, someone like my comment. Alien Autopsy. That sounds like a sci-fi movie. Well, Scarlett Johansson is Scarlett Johansson. Thora Birch is cute, but she's no Scarlett Johansson. She didn't disappear for years, and she did a lot of independent work and mainstream stuff that people absolutely love. Thora Birch didn't get an MCU movie or a DCU movie. She hasn't hit that high note yet. Yeah, not everyone can be ScarJo. Of course not, Josh. When you got an exotic looking face, you're gonna get hired a lot. Look at Haley Steinfeld. A lot of girls acting or modeling have to be their own. They're removing Ironheart from Disney Plus. Well, I saw it. They're embarrassed by that. I saw it. I don't have to watch it again. I'm good. They're removing it because they were embarrassed. It was the lowest watched Disney Plus show of all time. Even Miss Marvel, they don't disregard. I saw it once and I'm good. She didn't get over because they thought she was a black replacement for Iron Man. Well, Miles is not a black replacement for Spider-Man. He's in the Spider-Verse. And they're setting him up. They have to. You can't tease us for 3 movies and then not do it. I couldn't do a podcast the last 2 days. I felt pain. I got my shot, my hepatitis B shot. It's a vaccine to save my liver from disease. That was nice. Cowboy. People are already excited for it. Like, I'm excited to see who's gonna voice Amy Rose in Sonic 4. You got beautiful hair. You have short black hair. Disney Plus has a lot of stuff that they're taking out. Shake it. Yeah, he got his pants all wet. I get it. She's cute. More records. This feels like a Kevin Smith movie, like his early stuff, like Mallrats and Clerks, except this is in color. Or Chasing Amy, which you know what that's about, right, Josh? Yeah. I'm smart. I knew what it was about when I found the movie. No. No. Again, it's a controversial image. Don't worry, Josh. You're not gonna see it because you can't show that now. You know the black the those racist cartoons from the 30s. Yeah. Ooh, that's racist. Yeah. Again, different time, guys. It's like Sunflower in yeah. I remember how racist the 1920s were. Ooh, yeah, that's racist. Oh my god. Again, I get it. I get it for that time. I understand how racist it was. The big lips and the dark skin, I get it. As a person of color, I understand. Not now. On Twitter, some people are just the worst. You're not, yeah, you're not gonna see a picture like that in a movie today. Sinners does not have a picture like that. Mm-hmm. It's racist. For yeah, again, you can't use that word now. Raccoon is okay, but I get it. It is complicated. I'm not a racist. People are like, oh, you don't like Brits. It's not because of their skin color, guys. I just don't like the way they talk. It is darker, especially at that time. Gosh, there's people that look different. Uh-oh, it's skipping. I'm gonna have to see the movie on my computer now. Yeah, it's skipping. I'm gonna have to finish the rest of the movie on the DVD. Hold on, guys. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna have to just put the laptop on. I don't know why this happens. I guess because the movie skips. Is a disc scratch or something? I don't see a scratch on it. It's probably the DVD player because it's old. But I got through an hour of it. I just got about 50 minutes left. I'll just finish the rest of it on my computer. Hold on. I should have had the computer on me ready, willing, and able. This is a backup in case something happens to my movie. I'll just use the battery. Don't worry, the thing's not canceled. I'm gonna finish this. It's a good movie. It's just the DVD player is old. I've had this DVD player almost 10 years. Of course, it's gonna be kind of glitchy. If they had this movie on Tubi or something, I could have watched it, but I don't think it's on Tubi. Let's just watch it here. Good thing I got this computer. This computer will play anything. Nearly anything. Artsy or not. It says that Silvana, I'm not going to throw it away, but it doesn't work for movies that were used that I found. I found that movie at a Stop and Swap back in like 2018 or 2019. Yeah, it was before the pandemic. I'll just use the computer. I got time. The battery is 49%. Yeah, and the movie's like half done, so I just got to look for it. Well, they do have it on Tubi, so let's finish it there. And I don't have to sit through ads because I have ad block. So we're an hour in, so yeah. I should have just streamed it from the beginning because these DVDs, like I said, I'm not going to throw it away. I'll eventually get the Blu-ray and I can see it. We're an hour in. Skip all this. Right here, 59 minutes in. Yeah. I should have just streamed this movie. That's what I'm doing with Unaccompanied Minors because the DVD works. It's just it doesn't work on this DVD player because it's dual layer and it won't recognize the disc. Give this a thumbs up. That's fine. I could just finish it here. We're an hour into the movie, so we got an hour. We got about... Why? It's an hour and 46 minutes, so it's under 2 hours. That fish oil, yeah, it's not butter. It's fish oil. I prefer real butter. I try to stay away from racist cartoons. I get it, Josh. You know, it's offensive. And stick with cartoons I would love. I'm not racist to people, yeah. I get it. A yard sale. I tried to do a yard sale, but they didn't have the right clothes for certain people. How much is what? Hmm. I used to have an old DVD player that my parents bought back in 2000. I skip every time I used it. Yeah, again, because when it's old, it's gonna do that. Because the Jumanji movie, I got it used. I got it used, and it works. Yeah, that's the problem with Thora Birch's character. She's kind of difficult to work with. I get it. You're emo. You got to get over yourself. You know, sometimes not everything is doom and gloom. You know, that's why Scarlett Johansson's career is bigger than yours, because she didn't like do Dungeons and Dragons. You know, a cupcake. Yeah, that would have been an ad. That's why I like streaming movies that when the DVD doesn't work. Because some DVDs that don't work in that thing, they work in my Blu-ray player. Because my Blu-ray player will play anything, anything old or new, as long as the disc is in good condition, at least mint condition. Who directed this? Let me see who. Yeah, Brad Renfro died in. He passed away in 2008. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, Terry Swigoff is 76 years old now. He did a movie called Crumb and Art School. He did Bad Santa, the first one. Yeah, he hasn't directed a movie since Bad Santa. He did a TV movie in 2017, and that was it, called Budding Prospects. So he didn't really get. He was not a successful director as like a Sofia Coppola or something like that. He's only known for this and Bad Santa, the original. It's too bad. He did a good job because Kevin Smith still gets work, and he did a lot of bad movies. After like 2001, a lot of his films were really bad after that. Especially like the last 10 years. Yeah. I don't think Kevin Smith's done a good movie in a while. But who am I to judge? I didn't see all of his films. I've only seen some of his early works: Clerks, Chasing Amy. Um, yeah. Jason Jane Silent Bob Strikes Back. Dogma, I just can't get through it. It's just boring. I don't think it's funny, and the religious angle feels really forced. That's why I don't finish it, because it's just not for me. This DVD player, I'm going to replace it next year in 2026. I'll get another portable DVD player. Oh, Scarlett, your gorgeous, beautiful body. You are so sexy, man. She should have been Princess Zelda instead of whoever they got. I don't know who's playing. I guess because she was too old for the part. Because Zelda's supposed to be a young girl in her 20s, I guess, or a teen. I have no idea. Again, I played some of the Zelda games. I don't know. Link was a kid in the first game. Yeah. He was a little boy in The Legend of Zelda in 1986. Let me see if this movie's on streaming. Yes, this one's on Tubi as well. So if this DVD doesn't work, I'll stream the movie. Nam. Because this DVD player works, but it doesn't work for everything. And if it doesn't work, I'll use the computer or my Switch if I could see the movie on YouTube. I'll get the Blu-ray for the movie because it's on Amazon. It's just really pricey because it's, I think, a Criterion edition. Yes, this movie has a Criterion. Some movies get that, like God, the original Godzilla has that, but some movies don't get that treatment. Even Star Wars doesn't have a Criterion, and that's a classic. Got a lot of special editions, but no Criterion. I'm gonna finish this movie. This is before everybody was hooked to their cell phones. How far we got? An hour and 10 minutes in, so not his mother. Because this is not badly scratched or anything. Look at those legs. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm a guy. Drink some water. Because the movie is long. Yeah, it's pretty long. I should always have the computer ready just in case if the movie doesn't work. Because even a brand new movie could skip on that DVD player because it's old. It's almost 10 years old in March. I've had it officially for a decade. I'm not going to throw it away because it still works. I'm just not going to use it as much next year. I'll just get another one. I mean, I did a podcast of Scarlett Johansson retrospective before with Sean and with, I think, with Josh a few years back on the, before the Ghost in the Shell remake came out. I did a lot of retrospectives. I've reviewed her movies. I've done podcasts for a lot of her films. Because again, I'm a fan, guys. I just did, what was it called? I just did Lucy, but that has a kind of a weird ending. This this doesn't have a weird ending. Hold on.
Excuse me. It says the year 2000. I think it was released in 2000 and independently, because I don't think the movie was released in mainstream theaters until like 2001, before 9/11. She's cute, man. Let me see here. Got a lot of praise from critics. A black comedy, yeah. I said no, I don't want to donate right now. Yeah, it had a little box office impact. Yeah, of course it did, because no one heard of it. It was debuted in a film festival in early 2001, because it was in June. By the time it was released in the U.S. theaters, it was like 2 months before 9/11. Yeah, and it was just too long. The budget was 7 million, and it made 8 million. So it made its budget back. It just didn't make an impact because people were watching Shrek, the first Shrek. See, that would have been an ad, but I don't want to sit through ads. Ads are a big waste of time. So rest in peace, Brad Renfro. Yeah, overdose, I think. Yeah. Again, people get depressed and they can't handle their problems. I can. The last pill I took was an allergy pill, so I could sleep this morning, because I got up at 6 in the morning. I had to shut off the. I had to put on the heat and put my clothes to dry. At least Enid is not emo in Wednesday. She's a werewolf, a cute werewolf with like pink hair and that cute little face. She's very likable, because Wednesday's the dark and gloomy, and she's the ray of sunshine that we need. Because my God, there's so much misery on Netflix right now. You know, them buying out. Uh, they're gonna buy some Warner Brothers. They want that money. I get it, Netflix. I get it. I watch your stuff all the time. It's just that you don't become Disney and become corporate where you have to own everything. Because Disney used to be on Netflix, and Disney's like, no, we want nothing to do with you, Netflix. Go away. We have our own streaming service. Yeah, it kind of sucks now. I love Percy Jackson, but a lot of the stuff they did this year was like very hit and miss. And there hasn't been a good live action Marvel show since last year, in my opinion. Ironheart was just passable, not horrible. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but it wasn't great. It's right in the middle for me, because I know the character was not going to go well for some people, because they think that this is a BLM version of Iron Man, even though we got him already as the villain in Doomsday. So again, it's racist. I get it. Is that the lady? She looks like the lady that voiced Sadness in Inside Out. It's not her, but it could be her. I don't know. Let me see. Censorship. Yeah, we know that black exploitation and those early cartoons are racist. We get it. Let me see who played Todd.
Lorna Scott. No, that's not her. She is. No, she was in Wanted. Yes, it's not her. I thought it was the voice of Sadness because she's also plus size. Stacey Travis, Steve Buscemi. Where's Todd? Let me see. Enid's dad. Margaret. Here it is. T.J. Thine. He's 50 years old. No, he was in Bones, the TV show, not the movie. He was also in The Grinch, but who did he play in The Grinch? The 2000 Grinch, not the 2018 version. He was in he was Stu. Oh, so he's Stu. You know the yeah. So that's not him. The guy from Gen 5. Let me see who he was. Godolkin. Let me see. I haven't seen it because he looks just like him. I would like a third season. I just they need to cut out all the controversial stuff in the show because it's just like some of it is like right in your face. I'm like, and different. I don't care. Annika's gonna be legal next year. So wait, what is this? Yeah, it's almost done. We got like about 26 minutes left. Let's see. A Train, Sister Sage. Here it is. Ethan Slater is Thomas Godolkin. He looks just like him though. He was also in Wicked. Yeah, he was Bauk in Wicked. The Tin Man also, of course, because reasons. He was possessing Hamish Linklater, the guy that played Batman in Batman Cape Crusader. He voices Batman. Of course, he had to die because he has to do season 2 of Cape Crusader. And Josh was like, I didn't see it because it's like a ripoff of the animated series. It's nothing like the animated series. It's way more adult. It's not for kids. It's not like Harley Quinn, but it's not as kid-friendly as the animated series. It just got overlooked because of X-Men 97. Again, they're both cartoons meant for the fan base. Of course, critics like this movie. Look at it. It's an independently made movie. They love independent movies. Even if they're the worst written movies in the world. You know what this reminds me of? Booksmart. Except it's less gay, longer, and also it didn't get as mainstream. Scarlett, Live With You, I would do that in 5 seconds. Yeah, this is like the Booksmart scene, except they're not wet. She's not wet. That gorgeous ass. Yep, she's emo. You get it, guys? It's like if Velma was emo. Oh, yeah, they did that already. It was called Velma, and it was horrible. This is not horrible. This is better written than Velma because it's actually telling a story. It's not stopping the movie to shows to say, oh, and this matters, and this matters, and this matters. No, it doesn't. Your show, if it's badly written, I don't care if it's animated, it's not good. 123. I'm just glad my sister has some time off next week because she did this. This year was a rough year for her. Had to work so much. I can't believe Christmas is next Thursday and New Year's is in 2 Thursdays. I won't be doing a podcast on Christmas Day. I need the time off. You're not that tortured. You have a dad that cares about you. You have a roof over your head, and you're not in prison. Those people have it way worse than you, Enid. I could donate this DVD because I could get it on Blu-ray just for that racist thing. Because this has a featurette, but no commentary. The Blu-ray has the commentaries. I can always get that. I could donate this because I'm like I can stream it, so there's no reason to see the DVD again. I didn't buy it. I love Scarlett Johansson, but like I said, I can have it on Blu-ray. It'll work like a charm as long as I don't get it in acceptable. Let me keep the card though. I just keep this. I want to keep this. That I'll keep. I think it's a good story. Is it one of the best films of that year? No, but I do think it's well made. It's just the director, after Bad Santa, the people didn't want to work with him again. It's like, this director is too bleak. No, he's not. He's not that bleak. I've seen way worse. Trust me. There's directors that have never made a good movie. Look at Uwe Boll. He's done one movie that was passable. A lot of his video game movies are horrendous. Horrendous. You're cute. She's so petite. Because some of these DVDs, I have nowhere to put all of them. There's so many of them. Of course, I'm keeping all my MCU stuff. I have to. Because those I'm never going to get rid of. No matter how bad things get. Doesn't matter. Look at this year. 3 movies flopped. Or underperformed. And there were no good shows on Disney Plus that much. Eyes of Wakanda was good. But it was animated. It wasn't live action. The bottle's empty. That's what happened to Dora Birch. She disappeared for years. She did some work, but not a lot of mainstream stuff after this. Hmm. I do. cute little girl, young girl. See the horse? Yeah, I get it. Riding cowboy. But no, there's no gratuitous sex scene because again, see, they don't show anything. Because anything signed at Comic Con, I'm never getting rid of. Even if the disc is in horrible condition, disc could be replaced. Autographs cannot, mostly, especially when the actor's gone. Because I have autographs I can never get again from Star Wars, from David Prowse and Kenny Baker, if I can find it. My dad has Anthony Daniels' autograph. I got Jeremy Bulloch and who else? And Peter Mayhew. I could never get those replaced now. That's before I knew what conventions were. My dad took me to my first one. I was 14. It was a sci-fi convention in MSG back in 1999. I didn't know about, people dressing up in costumes and cosplay because cosplay wasn't big in the 90s. It didn't become big until the 2000s, 2010s, etc. The new millennium. It's almost done. We're an hour and 29 minutes. Yeah, we're almost done. I'll choose a shorter film tomorrow. See, he's a good actor, unlike Jared Leto, where he just lost his way. He's too method. Oh, Scarlet. Mm. You and those gorgeous lips of yours. I must. I gotta shut the heat off. It's too cold out. It's too warm out. Yeah, the movie's almost done. An hour and 32 minutes. 14 minutes. That wasn't needed. Come on, guys. A fart joke. It wasn't needed. This is not a gross out comedy. That was stupid. That wasn't even needed in the film. That's never needed. Even in an animated movie, it's not funny. This one you have to dial. Now you just press a button and you could talk to people. It's a lot simpler now because technology has advanced more than it did 25 years ago. That's an old telephone from back in like the 50s. Chicken jockey again, yeah, again. This is what on the time they say it. Hmm. Good thing Deadpool and Wolverine. I could just stream it on my Movies Anywhere app because I got the digital copy, so I could see it there. Yeah, I should always have my computer ready just in case, unless I'm seeing the digital copy. Then I don't have to worry about it skipping because DVDs do that, especially when they're used. A mini record. Ice cream music. It's a long movie. I'm glad I got it over with now because it's long. An hour and 46 minutes is long. Yeah, I think it could have been 5 or 10 minutes shorter. Hey, look, Lincoln Loud shirt. And she was in the first SpongeBob movie, Scarlett Johansson. She was the mermaid girl, uh, King Neptune's daughter. I gotta go downstairs anyway. I gotta put the garbage back in. I gotta see if my package is ready. I could listen to that woman talk all day, man. Sexy voice, man. That's raspy voice that you don't expect from a woman like that. Arriving Monday, but I'm tracking the package. I I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is because I'll show it to you at Comic Con in 2026. It's in Virginia right now, in transit.
Nobody loves me. This all they also this movie reminds me of you know it reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite that came out a few years after this. Oh no, not the nunchuck guy, Doug. No flammable gases to be used. I always have a backup plan because I didn't have this computer in the beginning of the year. I had that terrible Lenovo that was going. Brrrr. It was motorboating literally because malware ruined it. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know some ad blocks have malware. This one doesn't. Pi has kept my computer safe for the past 6 months. So suck it, Lenovo. The other Lenovo I had, weak computer go motorboating. This one crashes sometimes when it overheats, but it hasn't done that in weeks. Once I use this little fan, my computer's in good shape. It's functional. It can turn on. The other one wouldn't even turn on. It's almost done, guys. 6 minutes. Lulu Bell is about an hour and how long is it? An hour and 27 minutes. So it's much shorter than this. So I could do that one tomorrow. If it doesn't work, like I said, I'm not going to donate it. I'll just keep it because it's hard to find on DVD. Ghost World is a Blu-ray. Like I said, that's much better. Go, Seymour, go. Seymour's birthday. Outpatient clinic. At least they didn't make them lesbians. That would have been offensive for me. Because yeah, Booksmart was trying to make a statement. And I get it, Olivia Wilde, I get it. It's kind of the same story, except this is a little more serious. It's not ha ha funny like most of that. I barely laughed because it's more dramatic. See, girls can be friends and not have to have strings attached, and they could be polar opposites. But if they share, if they care for each other, that can break all boundaries and all barriers. Mario's Radio Shack. Oh, I miss that place so much. I haven't been there in years. I used to buy my DVDs there for my camera and a charger and a bunch of other stuff. Well, a battery for the camera. There's that guy waiting for the bus that's never going to come. Oh, look, the bus finally shows up.
He waited years for it, and it finally shows up. Yeah, he was sitting there for a long, long time. It's like Forrest Gump. He's sitting on a bench talking to somebody. You would think that would be boring, but no, it's well done. It's just too long. It's longer than this movie. Is the movie over? No, it's almost over. There's one more scene. Mm-hmm. When it's over, I'll just go take a piss and I'll go see what's up with the garbage because they probably took it this morning. This doesn't drag as much as a Twilight movie. Those could go on for hours. It's almost done. The battery's almost dead, so I better charge it soon. Now she's gonna wait for the bus. 33%, yeah. I don't have to shut off the computer. I'll just leave it on and check. I'll pause it. I still think it's a good movie, not a great one though. It would have been greater if it was like 5 or 10 minutes shorter. Just trim some stuff in the beginning. Not the graduation thing. I get that. That's a plot point. I'm saying a couple of filler characters here and there because Brad Renfro has nothing to do in the movie. He's like in a third of it, and then he kind of gets forgotten after Steve Buscemi, like encounters him. There she goes, going over the bridge. A far off shot of the bus going, and we're done. That was Ghost World, guys. Good movie. I recommend watching it at least once. It's on Tubi, so you don't have to look. The end. See? No post-credit scene or anything. It's too bad this director never went on to do anything big. Like after Bad Santa, he just kind of fizzled. Well, that's it for that. That was a good movie. Now, thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me tomorrow. I'll be doing another film, but it's a lot shorter and it's a black and white movie. So I'll see you guys.